Okay, this is the video that will help you set up your notebook table of contents. Before we get started, let's make sure that we label our notebook so that way when you turn it in, we know whose it is. We can give you the correct grade. If you have like one of these little covers, you don't need that, so we can just tear that right off. We have markers that we will give to you so that way you can use a marker. If you happen to have a Sharpie marker like this, you could use this, your own Sharpie marker to label it. But you're going to label your name, obviously, first. And we would prefer this to be somewhere up at the top or in the middle. So for example, you're going to put your name. So my name, of course, Mrs. Lehnert. You're going to put your first name and your last name nice and big so that we can see it really well. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so that you can kind of see what I'm writing. Okay. Underneath your name, you're going to put what period this is. So for example, if this is period 1, you're going to put period 1. If this is period 2, you're going to put period 2. If this is period 4, 5, 9, whichever period this is, you're going to put the period number there. Okay. You're also going to put your teacher's name here. Okay, that is me. So your teacher is Mrs. Lehnert. Kind of looks funny, I'm putting Mrs. Lehnert twice, but you get the idea. Right, so your name is up here, my name is down here. Okay, so you should not have Mrs. Lehnert here. If you did, just cross it out and put your name on top. And then last but not least, we're going to put the school year. We are school year 2018 to 2019. Okay. So those are the things that you need to have on the front cover of your notebook. Okay. So you can pause this and get your materials and go ahead and complete that. All right. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to set up our table of contents. So you're going to turn, you should already have your All About Me page done. Okay. That is going to be the first page in your notebook. Turn to the next page in your notebook. And we're always going to start on the right-hand page. So this page is going to be what we call your table of contents. Use a pencil or a pen to do this. At the very top, you're going to put the title, which is Table of Contents, and then underline it. Okay. So a table of contents is always at the front of a book, right? So for example, this is our Earth Science textbook, which we might use occasionally this year. It's a table of contents. It tells us what's in the book, right? And what page number it is on, what page this section starts on, right? So what is Earth Science starts on page 3. The Origin of the Earth starts on page 7, right? It helps you to find things really, really quickly in this book. Otherwise, you could just flip through this book and never find things. So we're going to create a table of contents for our notes so that whenever we need to go back and look something up, we can look in our table of contents and find it very quickly. This is going to be immensely helpful for us later on in the year when we start reviewing, but also during the year when we are going back, because a lot of Earth Science stuff is connected. And so we might need to go back and recall, wait, what was that mineral about again, when we're learning about earthquakes, okay? So the other thing that we want to do is we want to set this up so that we can, we know where we're going to put things. So in the left margin over here on this very first line, we're going to write date, because this is where we're always going to put the date. And then here, we're going to put the title or description. So this is where we're going to put our title of our notes. Notice that I'm underlining these. And then all the way over to the right-hand side, you can see where the red margin is kind of coming through from the other side of this piece of paper, right? All the way over here, we're going to put page number. We're going to abbreviate number with a little number sign like that. So this is the page number where we're going to put things, okay? So for our very first notes that we are going to be doing, we're going to take these next Wednesday, and then you'll get the title and you'll know exactly what to put there, okay? Now, our table of contents is going to be pretty big. So we're going to take up this page. We're probably going to take up this next page. Some people even go onto this page, depending on if you skip lines. We definitely want to leave this page as a blank page, and then starting on this, which is actually, how many pages? Let me see. So we have our All About Me page, that's one sheet of paper. First page of table of contents, that's our second sheet of paper. Third blank page. And then this next page, we are going to start our notes here. So I'm going to put the number 1 right here, because that is where page number 1 is going to start. And now I'm going to turn the page, and on the back of this, right here, you can see where the 1 is coming through. I'm going to write page 2. That's going to be page number 2. When I come over here to this next page, this is going to be page 3. The next one, flip it on the back, that's page 4. I think you're starting to see where I'm going here. You are going to number all of these pages in your notebook, because what we have found is that if all of your pages are numbered ahead of time, you won't be tempted to tear them out. Many students tend to tear out the pages in their notebooks, and then they run out of pages by the end of the year. You will not do that in this class, because you will have numbered your pages. Now, if you're doing this correctly, you'll see that all of the odd numbered pages are on the right, and all of the even numbered pages are on the left. Right, so 18 was an even number, it's on the left. 19 is an odd number, it's on the right. And you're going to keep doing this. Your homework tonight is to number your pages all the way up to number 50. That will get us through half of the school year. If you want to keep on going, feel free. Sit in front of the TV, number your pages. Why not? Because eventually you will have to number all of them. But 1 through 50 is due tomorrow. Okay? And I will check your notes for that. Oops, this is page 30. Okay?